It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs on EA Sports.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And Charles, this defense, you might say they're looking forward to a matchup like this. You like to get a team, I would imagine, when they're down. And this is a group that's lost 4 straight.
But their head coach made it very clear in his weekly media availability that everybody's a threat. We're not taking anyone lightly. He's making sure that we know that he's grinding his team this week because, let's face it, who wants to be the team to lose to someone who's lost 4 straight games?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers for him from a week ago. 13 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
Brady's throw taken in by Watkins here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Off the play fake. Boyle. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain that time for the Chargers. They go play action here on first down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, Dillon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off play action. Boyle. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down to score points.
You know what that tells me? They saw their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 14. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Myers able to knock it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good starting field position. They'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake. Boyle. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. His defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming. The first sack. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. To throw on 2nd down. Boyle. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Boyle. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And quickly, they get to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Now their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get involved in the end zone.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now he's forced out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. L.A. readies for its next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down. Boyle. Smith catches left side. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd down and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Blankenship's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So the Ravens now down 20-10, 47 seconds remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a run with Cook. Cook, a 1st down and more. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. One final shot. They'll look to throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, as always, Berger, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were